Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a review on this palette and also other bits that I got from the collection. This is the newest Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and some people are super excited about this, other people weren't. People said this is just another neutral kind of palette from ABH. I really enjoy the green tones of this palette, hence why I'm wearing green today. I've used this blue before. You can get some like natural shades from here. I will say it does lean on the more warm tone, which I'm not really a super warm tone person. I actually love me some cool tones. Like for instance, this is my go-to palette at the moment. This is by Artist Couture. This is Supreme Nudes, the Quickie palette. I was tempted to get their like the original Supreme Nudes palette, which has got a lot more shades, but I knew I'd use this one way more. I have this one and I use this all the time if I just want some neutral shades to throw in my crease for like a natural kind of eye and stuff. So that's the sort of normal palette I would go for. I appreciated the greener tone. I will show you some of the other looks that I've done with this palette. I actually really like that Anastasia has updated how big the pan sizes are. So this is the Alyssa Edwards palette. 2 less shades. This is 14, this is 16. I will say it's thinner. The old Anastasia palettes were bulkier. This has 8 grams per eyeshadow, I think. This, like the Alyssa Edwards. Wow, yeah, 1.34 grams. I did want to quickly mention 2 other things. I'm not using the cream blush today because I'm using a powder foundation because I'm doing a wear test on something else. But something I did want to mention, firstly, the colour is really pretty. It's like a gorgeous peach shade. I just thought it really went with the, you know, the tones and everything of the palette. But this product really annoys me because firstly they've overfilled this. So you can see how it's like kind of messed up at the top. That's because it's literally pressing up against this. I literally cannot wind this down anymore. And the other thing is that this is not clicked in properly, and I can't get it clicked in, which is really annoying. And that's not the same for all other Anastasia stick blushes, because I have another liquid blush from them. I have the Latte one that I got in December, or around that sort of time. That one is not pressed up against this. It's also not as emollient like this one. Oh Jesus, that was inevitably going to happen. Now I've got hair all over it. Great. That's not because I'm not being careful, it's just because I forget. This is super emollient. It looks like it's almost melted. This one, you can see, looks like a normal stick product, and it doesn't, I'm not going to pull on it, but if I open this, it doesn't come out. Whereas this one, I open this and look, you can literally see that I don't have to do anything, it literally just falls out. So Anastasia really fucked up with their packaging on this one. The other thing I got was, which I will be using today, is their lip gloss. This is in Amber Sparkle. There was something about this that I just could not buy it. Look how pretty. I'm going to use that underneath the lip liner today, but I just wanted to show you the shade, and it really makes your lips look super juicy. Oh, also I love the packaging. They've really upped their packaging game. Definitely had lip glosses from Anastasia before, and they didn't look like this. So yeah, really cool. I'm going to put some eyeshadow primer on, and then I will pull you in so you can see me apply the eyeshadow. Okay, so, sorry, I know that was a really long intro, I just wanted to make sure I was explaining everything correctly. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this one in my crease. So pressing the pigment definitely gets you a lot more product quicker. The fallout's not too bad, you can see here. A little bit of kick up, but nothing too much. You get a lot more payoff of colour if you press it and then blend it, I find. You can build it up with blending, but who's got time for that? They do blend really seamlessly. I haven't had any issues with blending. The colour story is really pretty. I'm just going to go a tiny bit deeper with this. You can see the pigment. Just going to press that and then blend. I'm only taking this in the middle. I think peach and green works really nicely together. They did a really good job with this palette. Then I'm going to take this green colour and I'm going to start pressing this on the outer edge. The only thing I don't like about this palette is that this is the deepest shade and it's a shimmer. So this is actually the darkest matte you have, which is kind of annoying. But you can definitely get a lot of different looks out of this palette, but I feel like you kind of have to just go in with shimmers majority of the time. I take that on the inner corner part of my eye, my eyelid. This is almost going to be a base for that deeper green, which is Hope. So I mean, the more you can get this to a deeper. I'm just going to bring that a little bit through my crease. I just love these shades together. I think they're really complementary. I will say I appreciate that people with deeper skin tones have mentioned that this colour story just will not work for them, and I can appreciate how probably frustrating that is. I'm very lucky that because I'm so fair skinned, any colour story for eyeshadow works for me, but it's something companies definitely should be aware of. I know that when Raw Beauty Christie made her palette, which was a green toned palette, I will say, she made sure that every single product, it could work on all skin tones. The lip glosses weren't too pigmented so that they could work for everyone. It was a very clever way of doing things and a very thoughtful way of doing things, and I think just companies should think about that in general. I don't know why it's so difficult. I'm actually going to go in with my finger. I was going to go in with a brush, but I'm going to take Hope, this like really dark green shade. It's so pretty. It's like got a golden shift to it. I'm going to take that all over my lid. I don't even need to really press very hard. I love makeup so much. I can swipe in to get some of the colour, and then I can also just lightly press. And then I'm going to take the Wings shade, which is almost like a kind of semi-mint green, but more of a wearable mint green. You can see there it's almost like a silvery, so I mean it's like a golden silver green kind of thing. I feel like mint green is it's actually quite a bold shade, so I like that this one's more wearable. I'm just kind of placing that right in the middle so the light really catches that spot. It comes off better in person than it does on camera, unfortunately. Let's just quickly blend with no additional product. Just going to blend the crease just to make sure I don't have too much glitter in my crease from all that. And then I'm going to go off and put on all my other makeup and come back. I'll probably finish my lash line, but I'll come back to show you the lip gloss. Okay, so I finished off my eyes with, I smudged peachier shades underneath my eye and then a bit of the green as well, and then I used this like goldy champagne-y shade on my inner corner, and then I actually put a little bit of this green along my lash line as well as like a powder eyeliner. I thought I bought a green to match this palette, but I ended up buying a shimmery green, and it doesn't really work. Let me just swatch. This one looks super glittery. I haven't used this one yet. This is like a very like gasoline sort of shade. You can see like all the different colours there. It's like bluey red almost. Really gorgeous. I just wanted to show you this lip gloss on the lips. I think there is a lighter shade than this one, but this one just really called my name, and it's very glitter heavy, like you can see there. I put on my About Face lip liner in Clockwork. You can see already how shimmery that is. I feel like I never need more than just one swipe on the bottom. If I have gone on the top before with this lip gloss and I feel like it kind of overdoes it. It's super wet looking. Very comfy, it doesn't feel thick. I think you can tell how wet looking it is. It is, when you get closer, you can see quite a lot of the thicker chunks of glitter, but it's not, it doesn't feel like chunky glitter. I do have a lip gloss, oh it's an e.l.f. one, I have a glittery e.l.f. one that I always want to use, and then I put it on my lips and I'm like, I can feel all the grains of glitter and I don't like it. Very nice, very comfy. So yeah, all in all, I would say that the eyeshadow palette is, I really like it. For a warm tone, greener palette. I really enjoy this palette. I reach for it a bunch. I really like the packaging. It's kind of textured. Smaller than the normal palettes. It's not as thick as well. If you like these colours, I don't think you'll be disappointed. The only thing I will say is I think that this purple is kind of random. Like, if you look at the rest of this palette, if you got rid of that colour, I feel like the colour story kind of is more cohesive. I feel like this could have been like a black or a dark brown instead. I don't think we needed that wisteria colour. But that's just me. The cream blush. I don't know what's going on with that Nectarine shade. I don't know if anyone else has had that issue. Because like I said, I have the latte shade and it's fine. I don't know what's going on with that Nectarine shade. It applies nicely, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know what's going on with that component. If this collection is something that interests you, I would definitely say that if you have the money, it's worth the little splurge. If you enjoyed this quick review, let me know by giving this video a like and subscribe if you like it. I'd really appreciate it. I do random content, makeup reactions, commentary every now and then as well, so if any of that is something you would like, make sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye!